Many plants have numerous medicinal properties that can be extracted in various ways. For this video, we have chosen lavender, and with this plant we will make hydrosol or floral water using an alembic. For this purpose, all flowers, stems and leaves can be used. However, because it is in the flowers of this plant that most of the aromatic molecules are found, and because our alembic is small, we will use only the flowers. The stems and leaves can be used, for example, to make natural incense. Watch this suggested video to know how to make herb bundles using seasoning herbs. Now that we have our flowers, we place them inside a boiler and take note of the weight of the flowers. Then we put distilled water in, using a ratio of 3 parts of water to 1 part of plant. The boiler is ready to go on the stove. We cover it and join the tubes of the helmet and the condenser. These joints can also be sealed with Teflon tape. Then we just turn on the stove and wait for the water to start boiling. As it comes to a boil, the steam will rise, pass through the condenser tube, also known as gooseneck, and descends to the condenser coil that is filled with cold water. During the whole process, the water in the condenser is kept cold by circulation through a pump, which can be an aquarium pump. The water comes out from the top of the condenser, goes to the pump tank, and is pumped back to the condenser. It is advisable that this pipe has a flow regulating valve, so that the water slowly flows back in from the bottom of the condenser. To keep the water cold throughout the process, cold accumulators or ice cubes can be used. The cold water will condense the vapors that are inside the coil, and the hydrosol will start coming out. Here we have a coffee filter to prevent plant residues from getting into the hydrosol. After about 1 hour and a half, we turn off the stove and wait until no more hydrosol comes out. When doing all this process, it is important to take note of some data, such as the weight of the plant and the final yield of the hydrosol. In this video, we use 337 grams of plant and obtain about 700 milliliters of hydrosol. The hydrosol should be stored in a glass bottle with a label with name and date. It should be stored in the refrigerator, and under these conditions it can be stored for 1 to 2 years. Each plant has varying amounts of essential oil. This plant had so little that it was not worth to do the decantation, that is, the separation of the essential oil. However, when distilling a plant, the essential oil is quite visible in the water, and if there is any essential oil present, it can be separated using a separatory funnel. These are images from another distillation we've done with rosemary, and here you can see how the essential oil stays on top of the water. In another video, we will show you the full process of essential oil extraction. The alembic should be rinsed with alcohol and kept very clean until the next use. If you enjoyed this video, also visit this post on our blog where we talk about preserving hydrosols. Don't forget to share, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos about organic farming, natural products, and so much more.